Hello everyone and welcome to the first episode of my Discover University Let's Play. This is coming out a bit later than I would have liked it to have, but there's not much I could have done. I was trying to refurbish the house and I was getting really stuck with how I wanted to refurbish it. But anyway, this is going to be our Discover University Let's Play, just so we can explore the pack, because I haven't explored it as much as I would have liked to, and university is usually my favourite pack, so I'm quite surprised I haven't. So I don't know if anyone caught in one of my 100 Baby Challenge episodes, I mentioned that I wanted to do this but a different twist on things. I'll explain the twist afterwards, but you can probably see a little guess on how. But first I think we'll introduce our Sims. Here's one of them talking to Katrina Caliente. I've posted bios for them on my Instagram, and my Instagram is Ollie_Sims, but the I in the Sims is an X, because his name is taken otherwise. So I'll just read out what I've put down for both of them, and then we'll do a house tour. So this here is Madelynn Eaton, and her little bio reads, Madelynn Eaton comes from a long line of Brightchester Alum and is wholly expected to follow the family tradition. Given the home that she and Jarvis, her best friend, live at, it's clear as day that she's a rich daddy's girl. Like many who have heavy expectations on them, can Madelynn live up to them, or will the student life get the better of her? So that kind of gives away a little bit of how this is different than I think to the standard university Let's Play, but we'll just have to see. And then our other sim, I'm not gonna. I was gonna try and do the tab thing. Our other sim is here, and this is Jarvis. So how poor boy Jarvis Robinson became best friends with the future socialite queen Madelynn Eaton is unknown to most. He's not arguing. He values her friendship more than anything. Even beyond the perks their friendship brings, Jarvis can now go to university. Eager to do well and make something good of this opportunity, Jarvis wants to give back to his parents who gave to him as much as they could. So I think that kind of explains a little the tropes almost I'm going for this Let's Play. The rich girl, poor boy, best friends. Well, rich and poor best friends, and they get an opportunity together. So I will go through the house. The money, I didn't mean to adjust this, so I probably will do it now. They're not meant to have this much money. I just needed it to oh, why is it not working? So I'm so used to The Sims 2 ways, you can just see there. Do apologise for that. So yeah, I wanted to do the rich and poor duo. One of them didn't have the opportunity before, but now they do because of the other one. And we'll go through the house now and do a little house tour. So they have this lovely big house, townhouse type thing. So you come in, and the story behind this house is that Madelynn's parents gave it to her and Jarvis to kind of move into and grow up into. They want her to keep it very, well kept and sophisticated. But both Madelynn and Jarvis want to make it look as if it's been lived in by people their age, not 50-year-olds. So you come in, and that'll be why you can see a little bit up there. It's a bit clashy. But you come in, you just have this little walkway. Let's go up a little bit. You have the two university flags because whilst Madelynn's going to Brightchester, Jarvis is kind of looking towards Foxbury. Now they don't care, but Madelynn's parents are a bit like, to live in this house, you're going to have to go to Brightchester. So they're going to keep that a secret from them. So you come in, you have this lovely little living area. It's kind of just like a formal living space because they don't really use it too much. Come in here and there's a little bar with a little mock menu, a little flag that they have. This is where Jarvis and Madelynn just spend their time. Got a couple of mirrors. It's almost like it's a mini bar. I imagine they throw quite a few house parties here. Then you come into this area, and this is the traditional, Um, living room, just got, a little old stereo player that Madeline's parents gave her. Little poster, just basic stuff. We'll go into here next. This is just a little bathroom, nothing special. Um, just a little downstairs utility room. So you come into the kitchen. I wanted to go for like a brownie, not brown, black and white theme. So that's why it looks like that. Got the little plants. I'm not too good with clutter when it comes to decorating. I want to get better at it, but I haven't tried for this one. So maybe I'll try. Hopefully, coming. I'll try. Maybe I'll renovate this house when slash if we renovate it, we'll change it up. Here's the dining chair with a massive menu. That's my favourite thing to put into kitchens. I love that because it's almost like just a bit of fun. Again, we've got the flags. Then we got outside, we've got the little backyard area. So we've got some fairy lights, got a bench, got a couple of these. I always think of them as like caravan chairs, just because that's what we always had at when I used to go caravan with my parents. We've got a grill, got a hot tub, the ugly hot tub that came for the 20th birthday, which we won't talk about, because I'm happy that I have it, because I didn't buy the pack that the actual hot tub comes in, but I can understand for so many people why it'd be annoying to, have it, have it come with it and stuff. So here's a little dog poster. So this is what I would call the gaudy one. This is what they're always. I forgot I didn't pause it. I imagine this is like the red is what Madelyn's parents want, but it's not what she and Jarvis want. So obviously they're trying to live their lives and ignore this room. So you've got a little couch there, a little sitting area. We've got a keg. We've got a ping pong table. We've got a couple of posters. Got a little red rug. I was really confused this room. I didn't know how to style it. And we got this little dude on the wall. Love him. As I said, yeah, I didn't know how to style it, but now when I gave more backstory and how it's Madelyn's parents' home and they gave it to her to live in whilst university's happening, it made a bit more sense. And I will be making their families and maybe a fraternity and sorority. I've got a couple of storylines I'd love to explore with these two. But I need to make all the people. And I was going to do it before I filmed the first episode, but I was getting a bit bored waiting. I really wanted to start this Let's Play. So in here, we've got the bathroom. So we have both the showers in here, like this. Now, Jarvis and Madelyn, they've been best friends since they were about, like, in elementary school, like, early elementary school days. So they don't care if they see each other naked and stuff. They probably have before, nights out on the town. Gotta help your mates. But I imagine this was something that Madelyn's parents were like, no, you're gonna have this to separate it. You each can have your own. So you've got their bathrobes, which have one toilet. This is a mirror I love using, just because I think it adds a lot. And then we have the window, medicine cabinet, and all that. And then we go through the door on the right, we have Jarvis's bedroom. Now, it's very standard. Purple. Purple is his favourite colour. And if there's one thing to know about Jarvis, it is he's gay. That was such an extra way to reveal it. But yeah, I wanted to make him gay because I have a view for Madelyn's family, and they're kind of traditional. They're almost that one that say they don't have anything against gay people, but like deep down, they do. And I just wanted like tension. I really want there to be drama in this household, in this Let's Play, between Madelyn and her parents, Jarvis and Madelyn's parents, everything. Just really wanted there to be drama. So this is his room. He's just got a couple of posters. Got the what's it called? Pinboard, plants, rug, standard, and obviously his flag. And then we go into the door on the left, and it's Madelynn's room, which is a lot more pink, a lot more girly. So you come in, and then she's got another one of these big mirrors. Got a little plant by the door. Got a couple of posters of films and stuff she likes. Her little desk that overlooks this gorgeous view. I don't want to look it through there, but if we look outside, look at her view. It's pretty stunning, if I do say so myself. Got her bed. Got some little fake candles. Her own pinboard. Her dresser. Little poof. Yeah, her views, I would say, is better than Jarvis's. Let's just have a look. No, I'd say it's about equal. But yeah, that's it for the house. I don't know how to like properly give a house tour. Some stuff that was really awkward. I had hoped by the time this first episode would have happened, they would have gotten their letters of acceptance. Like, I've submitted it all already, but nothing's come. So it's a bit annoying. We say goodbye. No, never mind. So I think for the first episode, have I done their friendship? Yep, best friends. Ignore this. I moved them into Willow Creek so I could what's the word? So I could deal with the setting up, and that's why if you go on my Instagram, again, Ollie_Sims, but the I in Sims is an X. Their screenshots are from Willow Creek. Yeah, that's why that's there. So I'm thinking what we should do is maybe go out somewhere just for the first episode. Let's go to Pepper's Pub with Jarvis. Yes, I've got a lot of ideas. I really want there to be a lot of drama in this series because I've noticed a lot of the university Let's Plays I've done, they start with like the poor students and then they they just do it from like the poor way in the dorms. And I wanted to try something different because I know university isn't the same experience for everyone. So I kind of wanted to represent that. Oh, I thought he was kind of cute, but now looking at it, no. So yeah, I always feel weird on the first episode because I get so giddy and I have like so much to say. So I'm really sorry if I'm not been making sense. I've been sounding a bit weird. It's not my intention. So yeah, basically, I don't know what to say now. I feel like I've explained most of it. Jarvis is going to talk to, is it Lana? Lana. Yeah, basically I have a ton of ideas for this. Actually, I've got a notebook that documents all my YouTube stuff. And, you've met an evil person. Great, Madelynn, great. I've got a little, like, list of everything I want to, implement. So we'll try and see if we can get it all done. But yeah. I always hate the first episode because there's not a lot to do, and especially with this one. I was waiting for them to get their letters of acceptance, and they haven't. So, I think we might just have to wait. Who's this hunk of a man coming in? Are you attractive? Let's have a look. Decent. So, who is it? Oh, Marcus Flex. Nah. So, let's go through their traits actually first. I suppose I probably should go through that to explain exactly who Madelynn and Ethan are. So if you go through Madelynn, she's family oriented, she's cheerful, and she is self-assured. A quick learner because she has the knowledge aspiration, and she's domestic. So she's sort of like your girl that wants to have a big family. She wants to make everyone proud, but she's very sure in herself, and she'll do what she wants before she does what anyone else wants her to do. The only exception being going to Brightchester and going to university to live up to her family's expectations of her. I think her parents' expectations of her, the only expectation that kind of like really sits on her heavily and forces her to not be so confident. Like, she's almost that typical girl that's confident outside the home, but inside she's a bit of like a smaller person, and she's the youngest of all her siblings. So she's really the baby of the family, and she feels like no one ever takes her seriously. So almost like, here's the role you've been given to play, do it well, because that's the only thing you have for you. And I think that's why she gravitated towards Jarvis, because he's so out of her league. Like, if she had met him in high school, wouldn't have talked to him. But because she met him when they were younger, she's almost clung on to the bit of like rebelliousness he gives her and the freedom he gives her away from her normal life, which I think is kind of nice. And likewise with, I'll talk about it more when we go over Jarvis in a second, but it's like a vice versa thing. Like, Jarvis gives Madelynn this sense of freedom, and she gives him a sense of security. I won't go through her family tree because it's literally just her. As I said, I wanted to kind of set it all up, but I was getting a bit antsy and really wanted to get going. So that's why I haven't. And then we go on to Jarvis. He needs a wee. That's alright, fine. So he's almost the exact same as her. He's family oriented, he's also cheerful, but he's active. So whereas she's, what was she again? Completely forgot. Whereas, let's just get rid of that. Whereas she's self-assured, he's just sporty. Really sporty. He found that was like an outlet where no one judged him. And he was also a quick learner. So Jarvis' story is that he comes from a family of quite a few siblings. I think off the top of my head it's 4 of them including Jarvis. And mum and dad. And his dad died when he was really young. So it's a single mum trying to raise like 4 kids. And he didn't have the best opportunities in life. And when I say he died young, like Jarvis was, I think, well, probably elementary school, so just before or after he met Madelynn. And it just really dampened on it. Like, the family became really poor, didn't have a lot of opportunities, and Jarvis had to be held back from quite a few things. And being active was the only way he felt like he could express himself. And as I said with Madelynn, Jarvis gives her the freedom to be who she wants to be, and she gives him the security. Because they're so close, he knows if he ever gets in a rough patch or is super, super down financially, Madelynn's always there. And she said, like, consistently, you always have a place at my home, sort of thing. And I think he values that more than she knows. And he doesn't want to let on, because I think at the same time, as much as he appreciates it, he feels a bit, I don't know, he just feels like he doesn't want Madelynn to feel like he's using her for her money, which she doesn't think he is, and I think she would completely understand, but that's what, like, Jarvis's internal conflict. And then obviously he's gay, so that's a bit of another little, what's the word I'm looking for? Facet in, like, his little personality. So Madelynn's parents actually gave him the money to go to university. But it was like, we're only doing this because our daughter has begged us to let you come with her. We are not doing it because we condone you. And that's like, I really want them to hold over his head a little bit, like, we still hate you, we dislike you, but we did this for you, so you owe us. And I think that's going to be a really interesting dynamic to play with. And, pardon me. And then it'll be like, well, how do Jarvis's mum and Madelynn's parents interact? I think it'd be really interesting. So as I said, I've got a ton of ideas, and I really hope that Jarvis and Madelynn do well in what I think I want them to do. That sounds like I'm like pushing them in the storylines, but I've got a couple of ideas for each of them. I've sort of penciled in what I want to happen to both of them. Any guesses on what I want to happen to Madelynn? I think it's a bit obvious. If not, then good, I'm doing well at not making it obvious. But basically, if you want a nutshell on what the basic trope is Madelynn's the girl that has a lot of expectations on her. pressure to do well. Will she crumble? Will she live up to them? We don't know. And then Jarvis is the poor boy, wanted to make it big so he can pay back everyone. His main goal is to have a nice big house so he can house his family and no one has to worry about money anymore. Or like if they do, it's not a bill to bill worry, it's more like a every few bills. Do you know what I mean? Like he doesn't want them to worry too much. So I think what we'll do is we'll just let them interact a bit more in here. Do you want to go and use the loo, Jarvis, actually? Because you need it. Oh, I love how he said, oh yeah, they're so confident in each other. And I was like, get out. I'm gonna go for a wee love. Taking a piss. Do you want to leave? One of the things I think will be a really major trouble for Madelynn is the fact that she's so star-eyed for celebrities. She loves to meet celebrities and would love to be on someone's good list. So I do wonder if she's going to spend her time focusing on that rather than studying. Be very interesting to see what she does. So it looks like they're going to play a bit of ping pong. I just love the friendship they have. It's so wholesome and it was created from a time where they didn't know about money and social standing and classes and all that. And it's stuck through that. And I think that's one of the reasons why I imagine it feels like she can be so confident is people used to always tell her, well, drop Jarvis, you don't need him. He's the poor boy, why do you want to be with him? But she sort of said, no, he's who I want to be with, he's my best friend. Shut up, sort of thing. And I really admire that about her. I wanted to make her sort of like someone who's not just a stuck-up rich person. But I think I've done that by giving her... I suppose it's a cliche way to do it, by giving her the best friend of a poor boy, but it's such an effective way to do it. And I hope Madeline's a bit different from the cliche, but we'll have to see. So I think what we'll do is we'll go home, because I've got about 2 minutes left on my timer, and we'll see if potentially their letters come through. I think I've done it. I remember doing it. And unless the application process stops if they move worlds, which I don't think it does, but I will have a look. Let's see. Oh, it's on mailbox, isn't it? University. Applied. No, she's already applied. So, yeah, those are the. As I said, I get so giddy for the first episodes. I love it, despite the fact I hate trying to explain what I mean. But that's these two, the duo. Go away. Where is she even coming from? She literally walking so far. She's over there. Myla. Stay away. Don't want you. Who's that? Bjorn. Love a bit of Bjorn. Mila really wants to talk to these college students. But no, I think I will leave it there. Just because I think I'm running out of things to say. So, it doesn't serve much if I'm just talking for the sake of it, is it? So if you've enjoyed this episode, please give it a like. And if you haven't done so already, do subscribe. Let me know what you think about in the comments about Madelynn and Jarvis. And I want to see what where you think their storyline is going to go. Like, I wonder if one of the things I do wonder between them is is there going to be some contentions when maybe Madelynn's skiving a little bit and Jarvis is studying hard and he's a bit like, hold on a minute, I have to work consistently, but you're going to be fine. Like, will that be some tension between them? I don't know. I hope not, because I do love their friendship. But I do wonder if it's like a very big possibility. And I just realised now that I haven't gone through their cast outfits or the different outfits in cast. So I'll do that next episode, beginning of next episode. But yeah, as I said, comment, like, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the second episode. Bye!